Hey, what is going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to be explaining how to go ahead and clear up any issues you may be having with the Call of Duty Mobile Tencent Gameloop launcher, okay? A lot of you guys are having a lot of different issues, from black screens to the device not being compatible to the update button not working to a whole other bunch of things that are just happening and are really annoying and make no sense. I've experienced probably every single issue, so I'm going to go ahead and explain to you guys exactly what I did to get this to work and explain what other methods you can use to get this to work, as I guess, hopefully, I would like to say they are fixing things up, but I really don't know if they're going to ever fix this. So with that being said, this is how you update Call of Duty Mobile to the next version, because a lot of you guys are having issues, and I myself did as well. At least 2 hours of issues. Just go ahead and make sure, if you do enjoy this video, and especially if it does help you out, that you drop it a thumbs up, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you want to see more Call of Duty Mobile videos, especially zombies. Not just Call of Duty Mobile zombies, but Call of Duty zombies as a whole. And really just any Call of Duty content in general. This is a Call of Duty channel. Let's get to 6K. Thank you so much for supporting lately, and let's jump into the video. So first things first, you guys probably tried uninstalling the game. You probably even tried going to the actual game launcher yourself and uninstalling the game, right? Or inside the actual like emulator that pops up when you hit play. You probably tried uninstalling the game through that yourself if you really try to get a little bit in depth. And that didn't work either. Excuse me. And another thing that you may have tried is deleting the files off your computer. I don't think I actually tried that and try to go that in depth. I don't even know if they even save, but I'm just going to tell you exactly what I did that worked. So first things first, in one of the videos I saw, people had the Google Installer, and they had the Google Play Game Store thing right here. Just ignore the QQ, ignore the PUBG that actually came along with this download. But these are the two main things you want to focus on. Again, I actually have Call of Duty Mobile installed. For some reason, it's just bugging out since it's updated, and it's not showing here. So I'm going to show you how to actually play it, even if it doesn't show up right there, and if it doesn't show up in your recommended in the store right there, or when you type in Call of Duty, I'm going to show you how to play it. So, excuse me. As you can see, I have Call of Duty version 1.09, blah, blah, blah. And the update version is wrong too. Everything here is pretty much inaccurate, but what is accurate, I'll go ahead and launch the game for you right now, is that it is working. So the first thing you guys are going to want to go ahead and do while this is actually launching is go to your game center and type in these two things right here. So the first thing is going to be Google Installer. So type in Google Installer. Let's go ahead and do that. Google Installer. Okay, the Gameloop engine just popped up on my other screen. Google Installer. Type in Google Installer, and you're going to want to go ahead and install this. Well, actually just hit it. There would be an install button right here. This is just a screenshot of what it looks like. Hit install on this. For me, it just says play because I already have it installed. Then the next thing is the Google Play game. So just type in Google Play, and it actually should come up. Yeah, there you go. Google Play game. Hit install. And once you have it, actually took me a while to download it, even though I have super fast internet. I don't know why it did or whatever. But it took a while to download. Once they were downloaded, though, that's when I began to do a few things, okay? So, first things first, I'm going to show you that this is indeed working and that there's no update screen. Okay, so that right there, that's the zombies introduction screen. You're seeing it's working. Alright, there you go. That's the Call of Duty Mobile screen, as you know, for the latest update. Let me go ahead and exit out of this. I have to hit this button right here, but it's not working. Can I please hit this button? Okay, do you want to quit the game? Okay. Now, basically what you're doing once you're hitting this button is you're going back to kind of like the main emulator screen, and you're going to see here I have Google Play Game and Call of Duty and Google Installer. So these are the three apps that I have installed within this Tencent Games launcher. So what you're going to want to go ahead and do is hit F9 on your keyboard, and that's going to bring up a whole bunch of other settings. I tried messing around with a bunch of different other things, so don't even bother. Just follow what I tell you in this video. First things first, you're going to want to go ahead and go to your settings, and you're going to want to scroll down, and okay, you're going to want to scroll down to, I should also add on that you can't as easily use controller in Call of Duty Mobile as you think you can. It's a little bit more complicated than just plug and play, so just get ready to set that up after this as well. I know, it's annoying, but, excuse me, with that being said, the first thing you guys are going to want to go ahead and do is come over to your, I'm sorry, excuse me, come over to your app screen and come over to all, and you're going to want to hit on, do you hit on this one? Android system? I don't think so. You hit on Call of Duty, and you're going to want to hit on clear cache or clear data. Hit both of them for all. It says it'll delete everything. At this point, who cares? If I had to recommend anything, although I hate doing it, especially with this very sketchy launcher, even though it's made by an official developer, I would say link your account if you really don't want to lose anything. I'm not sure if you're going to, but link your account to something, link it to Facebook, or link it to Google. Actually, I believe when I hit clear data a few times, I didn't even lose my account, and I'm gonna explain why in a second. But go ahead and clear your cache, clear your data. You can actually do this a little bit later on, but I'm just telling you, I'm just showing you this right now. So you're gonna clear that right there. Then you're gonna come over to the Google installer. You're gonna go ahead and clear the data and clear cache here. And then, hold on, what else do we have? And then it was a Google Play Launcher thing. I just saw it. And then you're going to look for that. Just saw it again. Okay, it's this. Google Play Store. And you're going to go ahead and clear the cache here as well. Clear cache, clear data. And then if you want to go through these other things, I believe you can, but I don't think... Yeah, I don't think you need to. I just clear those 3 things I showed you. So it was the Google Play... Actually, these 3 right here. All of these that are downloaded. That's perfect. Clear the data, clear cache, and all 3 or 4 of those, and then you'll be good. Then you'll be why am I dying right now? I'm sorry. Move on to the next step. So once you clear the data on those, or you can wait on it if you want for a second, if you didn't link your account to anything, because as I said, you can link it to your Google account. I said that before. I didn't specify which account. You can actually link it to your Google account, which I didn't even think was possible. So if you go ahead and launch the Google Play game thing that you downloaded before, you'll notice that you're going to be able to log in. It's going to prompt you to log in with your account. There you go. I'm logged in right now, but if you're not logged in, it's going to take you through a process. It's going to tell you to, or it's going to ask you, I believe, once you launch the launcher, to just log in, whether you're a new or existing user. Honestly, I recommend you just create the account separately, or if you have an account and you want to log in, you do that, and then you log in on here instead of creating a whole new account on here. And then also note, as you're signing in, it takes a while to sign in. I don't know why, it takes a while to sign in. So once you're signed in, then you should have kind of like access to this mini store over here, where you can mess around with a few things. I don't believe you're going to see this screen in specific right now, but once you're logged in, that is the most important part, okay? Now the next thing, okay, and also, by the way, you may have to set up some kind of, account name. So let me go to arcade real quick since I hit it, or what did I do? I hit this. You may have to set out some kind of account. You see mine's JoeMatt1234. Excuse me, I'm sorry, my throat's like dying. This happens a lot though. But anyways, as you can see, this is different than my actual Call of Duty mobile username. So this is just a username. If it tells you to create a username, this is just for this Google Play Store thing. So don't get worried, you're not going to lose that username that you have in Call of Duty Mobile. It's just basically linking, or it's making an account for the Google Play Store thing, and you're setting a username for the Google Play Store. And then under that, the account will be linked to your Call of Duty account, and whenever, you know, you play Call of Duty, you'll have your normal Call of Duty account with your normal Call of Duty name, to my understanding. And now the next thing you're going to see is the Google installer. So let's go ahead and click on the Google installer, and for some reason there's an uninstall and install button. I don't know if you have to do this, but I just hit install on it, and then it says Google Play or Google service has been installed, no need to install again. Okay, so just confirm. But actually, the last time I was here, it said install or update, whatever, I did it, and it asked me to restart the emulator. So in that case, let's just go ahead and do that. So I'm not going to do it, but you'd X this out, and I would honestly completely close out of Gameloop. So that means going to your task manager actually, and and right-clicking on the Tencent launcher and completely killing it. Or you can also go to your task manager. If this makes it a little bit easier for you, you can right-click on the bottom, or right-click on anywhere down here in the taskbar and hit task manager. This will pop up, and then you can scroll on down. Where is it? Okay, Gameloop, and you can end the task, and that's what you're going to want to go ahead and do to completely quit out of that. It should say that once you open this for the first time and update or install whatever you need to install. It should tell you to restart. That's what you do. Next thing, so now you have you're signed into Google Play, you have the Google installer, you did everything you need to do, and you actually probably just restarted it, because like I said, it's going to ask you to restart. One important thing I want you to note is that, okay, you're going to probably launch Call of Duty Mobile now and see if it works, and then you're going to probably hit the update button, and you know what, it may not work, or you're going to notice that it's interactable, but it may not work because it says your device may not be compatible. So in that case, this is actually what you're going to want to go ahead and do. You're going to want to go, because trust me, I've been down this whole loop of shit. You're going to want to go ahead and, okay, we have the Tencent launcher opened up. So this is typically what would happen. Like I said, you go through everything I just said, and then you open this up, and you hit update. The update button would pop up now. You hit update, but for some reason, it says the device is not compatible, which doesn't make sense, right? Because you're literally playing on a PC. Even though it's an emulator, how is it not compatible? Well, this is probably the issue. It's an issue with your engine settings. So basically what I did was I put this on, I think to get it to work initially, is I put it on smart mode, and I bumped down the quality from 2K. I bumped everything down to 1080p, and I made it like a little bit more like a phone, if that makes sense. This way, I don't know. This way, it didn't mess with the actual game settings because maybe it wouldn't have been optimized for the higher quality or something like that. That's the only thing I can think of. Let me close out of this. This is getting really annoying. Okay, but if you're running into issues where you load into Call of Duty Mobile and you hit update and it doesn't work, this is what you're gonna want to go ahead and do again. Hit this button right here. Hit settings, and at this point in time, by the way, drop a like on the video. Make sure you are subscribed for more videos. I just gotta throw that in there again. Quick sell promo, but. Another thing again, go to your engine. So once you hit that button, this screen, and hit settings, this screen will come up. Hit engine, and you're gonna just want to select either one of these. I just hit smart mode. I hit smart mode, and then I turned off anti-aliasing. I turned on 2 gigs of RAM. You can maybe even turn this down more if you want, just to get the update out. I gotta say that first, just to get the update done with. I turned down the processor cores. I turned down the resolution. I kept the DPI higher. This is related to the quality of the gameplay, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I actually may have turned that down as well. I think I actually turned this down to like 240 just to make sure it would actually go ahead and go through the update, and this way it didn't give me any issues. But okay, so I turned all these settings down, not to the bare minimum, but I just turned them down. And then I went to game, and then I went to Call of Duty Mobile, then I hit HD, and then I went to smooth. I believe that's what I did. And then everything should be good. And then you can close out of everything and then come back in, and who knows, when you come back in again, you may not even see any of this on your screen. You may not even see the Call of Duty Mobile game right here, and in that case, you may be saying, what do I do now? And you may not even see it in your game center. When you go to the store, you may not even see it in the game center over there. So you may be saying, what do I do? So it's a very simple fix. You simply click play on the Google installer, and like we did before, we're going to hit this button right here, and we're going to exit the Google installer, and bang, we should be right back to here. You hit Call of Duty Mobile, you open it up, and you hit update, and you should be good to go. The main issue that people are running into with this, I'm sorry guys, I don't know why my throat's so bad right now on my nose, but the main issue that people are running into with this is that the launcher is, everything's working fine, but the second they get to the update screen, they just can't hit the update button. They don't know why, they just can't hit the update button. And to my understanding, the reason why this happens, I'm actually going to show you, but I'm not show you why it happens. I'm going to explain it to you in a second, just go over what I just said. But I'm going to actually show you that this links to your Google account, by the way. So, hold on, just give me a second, let it load up here. But again, to my understanding, the reason why this happens, the reason why it doesn't let you update is because you don't have the Google installer and you don't have the Google Play Store thing downloaded. So how is it technically supposed to install the update if it doesn't know where it's getting the update from and how it's installing it? Because obviously it gets the update from the store and it installs it via the Google installer thing. So that's how it works. And as you can see here, this is OMG, it's cracking. I'm not sure if any of you guys who were on my stream yesterday were watching how I actually did this. I actually kind of, I don't know if I did this on stream. I may have did it before my stream, but my username was OMG, it's cracking before. I went through all clearing and data and stuff like that. I even deleted the game a few times and nothing worked. I still kept my username through the whole process of it, but it actually linked when I think when I actually launched Call of Duty Mobile, maybe I think I actually linked it to my Google account, because as you can see in the top right, it says linked or linked to a social media, but it already says I'm linked to my Google account, which I don't know how I'd log back in with it exactly. I'm guessing I'd have to log in through the Tencent launcher only with this account, but you can actually link it to your Google account, so you, in theory, will not lose any of your data if you somehow delete this or have to go to another device or something like that. You still technically have this linked to a account, even though it's not a Facebook account, if that makes sense. So, as you can see, everything is up and running perfectly. If you want to mess around with a few of the in-game settings, you can. But again, just to recap now, the main reasons why I believe this happens is that people either don't have the right graphical settings set. That's one of the issues where it says the device is not compatible. That's why I told you to go into your settings and turn down all your graphical settings. That's one. And another issue is that they don't have the Google installer or the Google Play Game Store thing installed. So again, the game is like, okay, here's the screen for you to update, but when you press this update button, where am I going? Where am I taking you to update? Which store am I going to? So once you have the store installed, then Call of Duty Mobile now knows, okay, you hit the update button, I'm going to take you to the store. This is your update, or this is how you get your update, but okay, if you hit update, how do I actually install this file? And that is via the Google installer. That's why you download all three of these. Call of Duty Mobile, obviously, to play, the Google Play Store to get the update, and then the Google installer to download the update. And again, if you have to, once you go ahead and download these two, go to your settings, and you're going to want to go ahead. This could be important. I don't know if you actually need to do this, but if that for some reason, some odd reason doesn't work, go to your apps, settings, apps, and then clear the cache and data on all of them. I would clear the cache first and then try it, and then clear data on all of them and then try it. And again, once you log in actually to your Google account, once you log into this Google Play Store thing, once you open it for the first time, it's going to tell you to log in. It's going to immediately ask you to log into an account, and that's when you have to sign in with a Google account or create a new one. Again, if you're going to create a new one, I recommend that you do that on another window on your own, like for example just in Chrome, and then you come back into this and you log in with that account just to make it easier and quicker, because like I said, just naturally this is very slow. And then once you have all that stuff done, so you have the Google Play Store installed, you have the Google Installer installed, now you have everything good to go, you logged into the Google Play Store, now you launch Call of Duty Mobile, you hit update, it brings you to the store, and you hit update. But if the update doesn't work, once again, what you're going to want to go and do is go up here, hit this button, go to settings. Well, if it doesn't work because it says it's not compatible, you go up there, you hit settings, you go to your engine settings. I would put it on smart mode for now, and then just chuck all these down to like 1920 by 1080 or even 1280 by 720. Just chuck them down a little bit. Also, don't forget that it has to be to the point where the device is supported. So if you put it too low, then it's still not... Excuse me, why is this happening? But if you put it too low, it still may not work, because you may set it so low that the device isn't compatible because the settings are so low. I don't know why having the settings so high makes it not work, but also keep in mind that if you put them at bare minimum, there's a chance it may not work either. So again, make sure you adjust the engine appropriately. If you have proper knowledge or even some knowledge onto current phones or any current mobile devices, you'll know that they usually have typically, 2 to 4 gigabytes of RAM. Some of them are even 6 now, which is insane. You can't even set it that high. I don't know why you'd want to, but okay. So I'd sit in the sweet spot, maybe around here, 1.5 megabytes of RAM, or 1500 megabytes of RAM, again, 1000 megabytes is 1 gigabyte, if you didn't know, which I'm sure you probably did. But this is 1.5 gigabytes, this is 2 gigabytes. I would stick probably in this range, and this is just to get the update out. This is just to get the update out if it says your device is not compatible. So you do all this, you set all these appropriately, two cores for the processor, 1920 by 1080 is fair, the DPI you can even throw down to like 240, throw it on smart mode, and then in the game settings, just set it to 1080p, you don't have to set it insane or even that low, and then just put it on smooth. This way you have the optimum, or the most optimal performance, and then it should work. If for some reason your PC, maybe it's an issue with your PC or something, just keep messing around. If it just keeps saying your device is not compatible, keep messing around with these settings until you get the update to work, because once it launches the Google Play Store, then you know you're good. Then it's just a matter of messing around with these settings. But actually, once you do go ahead and get these settings up and running, then that's obviously when you can go ahead, or once you get these settings up and running, and then once you actually install the update via the Google Play Store inside the Call of Duty mobile app, you can then close out of the launcher and then change all this and make the settings higher if you want. So for example, I have the update downloaded already, so now I can come back here, I can go to Ultra HD, I can go to HD, I'll actually put this on balanced right here, or I'll put this on smooth, whatever. Alright, so we're gonna have Ultra 2K, and I'll put that on smooth, and then I'll chuck this up to that, and then I'll put this on this, and then I'll chuck all that up, right? DirectX plus, save. Settings will take effect the next time okay, it doesn't even say the next time you restart. I'm gonna exit the launcher, we're gonna even exit Gameloop, so we're gonna go ahead and we're going to close out of this, and again, this is how you completely close out of everything. You're going to go to your task manager, and then you're going to go all the way down here. Hold on, you're going to just look, let me just make this, I don't know why I made it so small, but you're going to go down here, and you're going to want to go to the Tencent launcher. I don't know where it is, just look for the logo. You should see the logo somewhere. Of course, I can't find the logo right now, but it's got to be a dick, right? It's got to be a dick. There we go. It's going to be Gameloop. Hit end task, and then it should just end. Okay. And then now that it's ended, you can actually, let me just make sure. Okay, yeah, okay, so it's done. Now that it's ended, what you're going to want to go ahead and do is just type in Gameloop in your search thing, or just go to your desktop if you have Gameloop installed on your desktop, if you have a shortcut on your desktop. I'm sorry, I know this is a long video, but I'm making it very thorough. I'm making sure that if anybody is new to this or confused at all, that it's very simple and fully explained and thoroughly explained. But as you can see, if I go to my games, it's probably not even going to show up here. Actually, it did. Okay, so that's good. But sometimes it may not. As you saw the last time I installed this, sometimes Call of Duty Mobile may not even show up. So in that case, you're going to want to go to your Game Center and then click on Call of Duty Mobile and then hit play. Right now, it has the install button for some reason. I don't know why. Let me hit install, see what happens. But here, let me go back here. Worst case scenario, what you're going to want to go ahead and do is just hit play right here on any of these, just hit play on the Google installer, and then you're gonna hit the back button, and then you're gonna be able to go into Call of Duty Mobile. So as you can see, I just hit play. Let me get this loaded up, make this full screen for you. F11. Oh, actually not F11. I'm gonna go back, and then there you go. There's Call of Duty Mobile. Let me just make sure. For some reason, it still says it's downloading right here. I don't know why it let me download it again, even though I have it downloaded, but whatever. If you actually want to make this full screen again, fun fact, if you didn't know anything at all, if you lived under a rock, F11 makes it full screen. You hit Call of Duty Mobile, and there you go. Obviously, you can hit Call of Duty Mobile from the main page if it shows up there. For some reason, there was a download button in the store. I just hit it. But as you can see, it's working, and it's working fine. I'll just let it load up. Okay. It just... Hold on. There you go. It's back now. It's back. Yeah, it just finished installing. It's because I hit the download button again in the store. Hold on. It's working, and it's working fine. It crashes. Okay. So now it's just fully installed. Let's hit the play button now. And there you go. It just launches back up in the same launcher. Let's hit F11 to make this full screen. And you're going to see that this works fine. We're going to see that this works fine. Again, another time to self-promote myself. Make sure if you're not already subscribed, then go and hit that subscribe button right now and turn on those push notifications, because not a lot of you guys have them on. So if you do that, I'd appreciate it. Thanks. But yeah, as you can see, is this the old screen actually? This may be a good opportunity to show you again. This looks like the old launch screen. It's lagging like a bitch right now. It's actually because I'm recording at the same time. So that's a rip, but you're going to see here in a second that everything is all good. Let me just see. CPU usage is at 63%. So yeah, also don't forget, when you bump up the quality settings, don't forget how much it actually uses of your computer, how much memory, CPU power, GPU power even. Okay, so this is the Season 2 update. I'm going to hit accept, and there you go. I'm in Call of Duty Mobile. I'm fully good. And then don't forget as well, inside of Call of Duty Mobile itself, I have to wait for this to load. Inside of Call of Duty Mobile itself, I know we're talking about so much here. There's a final graphical panel that you can mess around and change. So even if you had those settings really beast on the other end and you can handle it, your computer's fine, you may have to also go to your settings in-game, and you may have to go to audio and graphics, and you may have to go here. So graphic quality, if I put this on max, and I put frame rate to very high, it says changes will take effect next time you start or whatever. I don't know what it said. But you can mess around with all this stuff, including your, where is it right here, your FOV if you want to. You can put your FOV all the way across, and then you can have this like literally maxed out. So it depends what your computer can handle, but again, the point of this video was to just show you guys how to update the Call of Duty Mobile game on PC via the Tencent launcher, because it could be very confusing and very complicated. But hopefully this video did help you out. And if it did, again, make sure you do drop it a big thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And I hope to see you guys back again on the channel very, very soon. Let's hit 6K freaking subscribers. I know we can do it. Let's get it done. I'm trying to waste some time here as I load in just to see if we can get this working. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.